I bloody hope this works. I bloody hope there's no interruptions. I bloody hope there's no technical crap going wrong. It's a bit bright in here. I might turn the light down. It is I, Rafko of Rafko and Disco, of the Rasco and Disco Beer Show, Rasco and Disco Beer Review, whatever you want to call us. Hi, how you doing? This is the pre-show cup of tea, halfway through. What am I drinking tonight? Well, some of the bad boys and girls I've lined up feature Echo, Haze, New England Ipa, Literally, Vampire, Potbelly, Goblin, a sour, a Boysenberry, Blackcurrant, sour DIPA, and a Ceylon tea. That's from Palmer Island. Pressure drop. Choose choice of dessert. A cocoa banana stout. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Another one by Palmer Island. Mr. Moustache, an Imperial Fudge Stout, salt, maple and pecan. And hello, Simon. Brewdog layer cake, a marshmallow chocolate stout. One of Disco's beers of the years. Anyway, this I, Rasco. Tell me, how are you? What have you been doing? You may be wondering why we're still on Instagram. Well, we haven't yet moved yet because we're working out the issues because we want to do this right. We don't want to do it badly. We want to actually do something that works for once and not just bumble into things. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm wearing, sunglasses in my living room. How are you? What are you doing? And guess what? Disco's late. Pre-show cup of tea going down well. It's peppermint tea today. What have I forgotten? I've forgotten my glass. Or shall I just do it from the can, huh? No, I'm going to do this from the glass. Oh, it's Disco. Disco's here. I'll wave to him. I'll walk around and get my glass. I'm walking around getting my glass. This is my house. Should invite Disco onto the show, I guess. Can't. Well, I can do it without him. Once didn't even show his face, but hey, I don't think he liked it. I'll go with the Ealing Beer Festival glass. That's my collection of glasses. You get a rough idea. Rasco joined. He waved. I've invited him. Oh, he's coming. Oh.
Yes, Rasco. What are you? You're on the wander. What are you doing? What are you up to?
I'm picking up my glass. I left it in the cabinet.
Oh.
There we go. So yes, putting that back down and this, plugging it in so I don't run out of battery. Everything's covered. I've introduced to the audience to what I'm drinking. Well, what may be drinking. I'm not going to get through all 5 of them.
Wow, that's yeah, cool.
Yeah.
New shades this week.
Yes. I'm changing it up. Due to lack of spectacle. Boom.
Good stuff, sir. Good stuff. Yeah. So, what you're starting with?
I don't know. Do you know what I've got?
No, I didn't see that bit. No, go on. Do you want to recap?
I've got Echo Haze, New England IPA.
Oh yeah.
I got Literally a Vampire Potbelly Goblin, Rosenberry Blackcurrant Sour Dipper with Ceylon tea by Palmer Island.
Oh, that's a lot of flavours in that.
Yeah, I've got choice of dessert, a cocoa banana stout by Pressure Drop.
Oh, cool.
I've got Mr. Moustache, Imperial Fudge Stout, salted maple and pecan by Palmer Island.
Wow,
and
that's good.
One of your beers of the years that I picked up in Brewdog, because I was there this week, Layer Cake Mushroom Chocolate Stout.
Sorry, Marshmallow Chocolate Stout.
Oh shit, now it's going to spray all over the place. Yeah, Marshmallow Chocolate Stout.
That was not one of my beer of the years. No way.
Was it not? What?
No, it was the other. It was the other one. It's fallen down. The other Brewdog, the Brewdog Evil Twin one, Roaster Coaster.
Oh.
Although the cake was very good, to be fair. I'm not sure how much we're talking about Brewdog going forward, but that's a different discussion.
Why? What have they done now?
Have you not been looking around Instagram this week? There's a lot of discussion about certain breweries connected to sexism and misogyny and stuff. So we're going to have to have about what breweries we're allowed to take a look at. Again, it's all allegations, but it seems to stack up, you know.
Well, okay. Unless something sticks, I'm going to keep talking about them. But mention what we heard on Women's Hour, actually, because let's face it, we've got nothing to talk about because
it's to do with that. It's to do with that. It's come off the back of that, and a big long thread on Twitter where a lot of people have been putting their experiences in the craft beer industry. So we've got to look out for that and be very aware of it.
I'll be aware, but I'm not going to. The fact is, we're an information point, and if we discuss things, we're no longer an information point, and that's the way I see it. There you go. Maybe that should be the next poll. Yeah, in fact, I put a poll out to this evening, and I obeyed democracy, and I went to the pub.
Oh, good man, yeah. Do you have some good beers?
No.
Ah, shit, man.
No.
Hi, Sarah. Thanks for looking in. Cheers.
Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, what do you think about sexism and misogyny in the craft beer industry, by the way? It's nice to get a woman's perspective. It's nice to hear from a woman on this, actually. You know, if you are a lady watching this show back, please let us know. Yeah, because we like to talk. Anyway, so what the bloody hell should I do?
Yeah, which one are you going first? I guess, I don't know, I kind of want to hear about that Pomona Island one. Was it Boysenberry and something? Is that a sour to start? Or?
It's a sour DIPA and Ceylon tea.
There's a lot of flavours going in there. I don't know.
I tell you what, I'm going to do it first because there's so much going on in it. It's going to burn my taste bust out. So
what? Well, it should be okay because it's a sour. You can always cover that with, probably you're going to cover that with the, I think the the pastry stout, the pecan one. What was the name of the beer?
It's called literally Vampire Potbelly Goblins.
Vampire Potbelly Goblins. All right, have a look at that one. Again, I'm not a big fan of sours, but it does sound a lot of things going. So Ceylon tea, was it Boysenberry and what?
Boysenberry and Blackcurrant sour dipper.
Sour dipper. Wow. Okay. Well, the floor is yours, sir. Let's see what it pours.
Yes. Well, bear in mind, Pomona Island have produced a sour which I had to nominate for Beer of the Year, and here we go. Monochrome Craft. Hello, sir. It's good to see you in the flesh this week. It was nice to meet you.
Oh, you met up? Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, went by his work actually and stalked him. Oh, all right, here we go. Here's a dickhead pour in the Ealing glass. I haven't checked up on Ealing. See what's happening.
What
Look at that colour.
That's a hell of a colour, to be fair.
Well, that's going to turn my lips red.
Yeah.
Lots of carbonation, a lot of bubbles sticking to that glass.
Yeah, that's because you washed the glass in the dishwasher, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't wash the glasses in the dishwasher. Do it under the tap with a scouring pad, because then the salt from the dishwasher sticks to the glass and the proteins from the fat stick to the glass, and that's what the bubbles are in the glass.
So how come every bloody pub does it in a dishwasher?
Because they don't have the same commercial, the same domestic dishwasher that you find in a pub is not the same, and the same dishwasher salt, I think, from what I understand anyway. Again, floating around the internet, I see a lot of posts like that. It's a thing called the dirty glass mafia. So yeah, no heads up.
Yes. Okay.
Anyway, back to the beer. It's all about the beer, so let's crack on with the beer, sir.
Not
It looks
much
great.
aroma.
It does look a great red colour, and there's a little bit of red there. So, what are you smelling?
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
No aroma.
Proper fruity.
It is very blackcurrantly. It is very sour, but it's all right for me. I'm not a fan of sours. I don't deny it. Ceylon tea, I don't get any of that, but I got to admit, I don't know what that tastes like.
What's the percentage on it? What's the ABV?
8%.
Okay, well,
Hello.
yeah, DIPA, so yeah, fair enough.
What wild card brewery? Hello. I'm going to apologise to you. I'm apologise now. I was meant to come by your brewery this week, and I couldn't because I got distracted with work. And well, I'll tell a story of what I got up to this week. Anyway, so I'm coming by not this week, but the week after. I'm coming by to say hello. So yeah, and raise a glass to our mate Jim, the cameraman, otherwise known as James Bransell. And Craig, hello. I saw you sneak in as well. What you drinking, Wildcraft? What you drinking, Craig? What you drinking, Sarah? What you drinking, anyone? Monochrome, what you drinking? Has your missus fallen asleep, mate? Going back to a conversation me and him had. Yes, this is very blackcurranty. It tastes... it's got that sour. It's got a bit of DIPA bitterness to it as well. It's a weird one. Not beer of the year worthy, but it's nice.
It's really good, you know. Again, because I do try and try sours, and I will find one I really like. Well, I like them all. I don't mind them. I don't rave over them. But that does sound an interesting, complex set of flavours going on. So that's one I probably would try if I saw it.
Yeah, espresso gin coffee, liqueur by Sarah. That's what she's drinking. Wildcard, what do you recommend we drink of yours, by the way? Anything. You recommend anything for us, and we'll bring it in. Jim, the cameraman, raves about you. Monochrome Craft is on Poly Dipper for me. Oh, very nice. Oh.
Super. I tell you what, whilst you're talking about, I should get one in the glass. Really, yeah. I'm going Yorkshire myself.
Again?
Yeah. Well, I do a lot of Yorkshire beers on a Saturday, so this one is one I picked up on the Small Brewery Project, which is a collective that our friend Adam Graver at Time for Brew podcast put together. I fancied some stouts tonight. I just fancied a bit of like heaviness on the thing. I had this one from Turning Point earlier, the Hickory Clan Caviar Maple Pecan Danish Stout. That was very nice. So I thought I'd carry on with the stouts. And I got this one from Crooked Brewing, and they're part of the project to get a load of not just Yorkshire breweries, but a lot of smaller breweries, mostly up north, to be fair, getting them more out and about. They do a little selection box. This one is Liquid Boogie, hot chocolate and marshmallow stout, 5.5%. So obviously, that's right up my street. So having a little bit of a chocolate and stout thing tonight, I think. I would have to say, Resco, I do. Wow, whoa, that is not what I was expecting. I can see through that on the pour. But hey, I don't know if you can hear that. That's very fizz. It's very fizz, very thin. I can smell the chocolate though. It's a great chocolate aroma. That's not what I was expecting at all, but it looks much thicker in the glass. I like that. I like the look of it. It looks good. Nice aroma. It does look dark and thick, but it's quite a bit of carbonation on that head there, but it's staying. This goes back to what we were saying with Grant was saying, Mad Yank was saying about, stouts not having to be big, thick, lactose-heavy pastry numbers. I do like a pastry stout. That one was proper thick and nice. This one, not so much, but definitely hot chocolate there. Got that marshmallow sweetness. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice stout.
Great stuff.
Yeah, definitely goes with the 5.5%. It's got, I don't know if it's such a thin beer. It's got some body on it on the back end a bit later. It's very good chocolate flavour. I think I'll enjoy that one. That's a good start. Don't know too much about Crooked Brewing. I should have got some information up, but I see a few other of their beers as well. Oh, it has got lactose in it. It's got oats and lactose in it. Wow. Okay, and cocoa. Yeah, so one with oats, I expect it to be sort of much thicker, and it is on the taste. It is on the body with the lactose, just not on the pour, which is kind of strange. But very good. I've just read the side of the can, right, and I hadn't before. My bad. Sorry, Crooked Brewing. Flared jeans, big hair, platform boots. Maybe it's a good thing your disco dancing days are behind you. Please. Please. You might be out on the town, or you might not be out on the town. Well, we're not, but we've bought marshmallows and chocolate together in this can to form a liquid boogie like never before. Now everyone's a winner, baby. That's the truth. Everyone's a winner, baby. And actually, does look like this chocolate and marshmallow stout is a bit of a winner from the first taste. So, sorry, there's me rabbiting on. I do like a good chocolate stout, so I will wax lyrical about it.
Oh, very, very good. Yes. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Anyway, what have we got on for today? Well, nothing. I was going to go through my list of things I haven't done yet because I didn't get to Wildcard Brewery this week. I got distracted by a trip down memory lane, which was a bit tragic at the same time because I was in West London, Shepherd's Bush, and I went by to look at one of my pubs I used to dwell in, and it's closed.
Well,
All the places I expected to survive COVID, I would have thought the Queen of Adelaide on Uxbridge Road would have, but it has not. I'm not even sure what's happened to it. It's just boarded up and it's dead.
I guess it depends what the pubco was that owned it, whether it was independent or was it like a big pubco.
Yeah, it was part of a pubco. I don't know how big it was. I don't know what. So that didn't go well. But, a lot of shitholes to have survived on the Uxbridge Road. Some places I never thought would have.
Well, Shepherd's Bush, we've had some quite good nights out in Shepherd's Bush before, to be fair. So yeah, there are some good pubs and some not so good pubs. But that was a good pub. I've only ever been in there on a match day, which is quite an experience in itself, especially as an away fan. I wasn't really meant to be in there, but it got done up, and I've been in there when it was unrefurbished, and it was done up. There was some good taps on there, some good beer on there. So yeah, it's a shame to see one of many pubs. It may be that it reopens later on. Maybe it's refurbishment. We'll see how that goes. But apart from that, you had a good trip to Shepherd's Bush.
I did. I went by the Bush Theatre and I had a Camden Hells. And I did a lot of work, I was working in there. It was like old times, actually. I used to pop in there and do lots of work all the time. And then I wandered down to the Richmond on Shepherd's Bush Road, a proper wet-led pub. And I think it's improved because of COVID, actually, if I'm honest, because it's cleaner than it's ever been.
Yeah.
And the table service really complements it. So, I had a Newcastle Brown Ale there. And
What? A Newcastle Brown Ale?
Yeah.
On bottle or on tap?
Bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had one, then I went on to Brewdog, and now I'm finding out I shouldn't be in Brewdog, or should I not be in Brewdog? Tell you what,
Well,
this is what I'm going to propose. All right, about a month-ish ago, Johnny Garrett sent a tweet off to Brewdog saying, and there was accusations that someone's being mistreated, accusations of sexism, and he said, I hope this is being cleared up and whatnot. And they replied, because, you know, it's Johnny Garrett, he's a journalist, respected for what he does in the beer world. And they said it was being looked into, and the guys were being disciplined and dismissed. So it's all come around again. Maybe they haven't dealt with it appropriately. Maybe there's more going on. I'll keep an eye on this.
okay,
If it doesn't clear up, if it gets worse, then Brewdog, I'm going to put you on the Weatherspoons list until you clean up your act. But for now, I'll keep an eye with I'll give you my suspicious eye. Because what took place on Women's Hour this week, where Charlotte, oh God, I forgot her name, from
Cook.
Collaboration Brew. Yeah, Cook, yes, from Collaboration Brew, when I jumped up thinking, hang on, Collaboration are in Croydon. I've been trying to contact them for some time.
Yeah,
I instantly listened with care, and I think, whoa, what the heck's going on here? And I've been in touch with Charlotte on Twitter, and I hope to see her, meet with her soon, because I know what they're up to over in Croydon and beyond. But I've not had one drop of their beer, and that's not good. So it was very interesting. The whole industry seemed to be up and supporting it and praising it. Listen to the interview. It had Michelle Cole.
No.
What's her name? Melissa
Cole. Melissa Cole.
That this is we're not helping ourselves. We're not getting the ladies' names right. So deep and humble apologies. Yeah. So listen to it. It's important. And all I can say is, guys, everyone out there, when lots and lots of people start complaining, stop dismissing and start listening. That's all I can say. And be a bit reflective.
What I have to do, Raspberry, is because I'm on the internet a bit more than you are, I sort of see the background and the rumblings of how it builds up. So centered around that radio show this week, there were some other tweets, and there's a whole massive thread on Instagram where somebody is collecting all these stories. So if I send you some background context, you can sort of have a bit of a broader understanding of what's occurring. Again, it's if you don't see those things, you don't necessarily, and you don't have to see the whole background, but it is handy to see the kind of background as how the tweets kind of build up and the Instagram stories kind of build up. So it's kind of interesting to have a bit of background on it as well.
Yes, particularly before your Saturday night show.
Well, yes, well, this is why we have a Saturday night show, Rasker. If you remember, like back in the day last year, it was just like, this is a way of us, as if we was meeting in the pub when we weren't allowed to, and then catching up on these kind of things. So it is a kind of conversation we would have in the pub anyway, kind of thing. Go on.
I'll be taking Brewdog off the list until review has been complete. So good night, Brewdog. Won't be having you tonight.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Brewdog generally their beers, but I have got, I think, 4 Brewdog beers sitting in a beer stash I've never quite got round to. And I only got them because they're ones I want to try, and they're not all stouts either. There's only one of them that's a stout. So I've got to sort of like, I might as well just try them anyway rather than reviewing them, but yeah, it's a difficult one, but well, for me, Brewdog's not that difficult because I'm not that bothered about most of their beers. But
it's a real shame because I used to live right near this Brewdog, and I went in there a couple of times and wasn't fussed. And when I went in there on Wednesday, I had a real good drinking experience. So the timing of what's gone on in the internet is really unfortunate because I had a very positive experience. I had some amazing beers, not all Brewdog. But thanks, Craig. Craig and Biz. I'm going to review something, but too busy listening. No, I really did enjoy the beers. I had beers from Siren, Verdant, Cloudwater, and some Brewdog beers, which I was really impressed with. One of them I had to nominate.
You did send me that picture of the beer board in there, and I think since I have been in that one in Shepherd's Bush, and I think I would have only drunk Jet Black Heart because that's all I could drink off the board. So that the guest beers has improved, certainly in that one. So, but then they have been reaching out, I suppose, to other breweries and doing collabs and stuff. So I'm not overly surprised.
They always used to have guest beers. I mean, they used to have Camden on their guest beer list, but they took them down once Camden sold out and no longer become an independent. Then Brewdog, a couple of years later, sold up 30% of their shares to a major corporation and said, no, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So look, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Brewdog as a brewery produced good beer. Brewdog as a marketing machine is deliberately set up to be annoying and provoking to get you talking about them. It's good. It's just marketing. That's all it is. And Brewdog marketing is very annoying, deliberately.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all I can say about them. I've said that. I've said that many times on this show, and I'll keep saying it. I might say it next week. This is starting to get a bit sour now, so I'm struggling with it.
I'm not surprised about 8.5%. I'm not sure what flavours going on in that. I'm not struggling with this at all. It's really nice. It's there's that cocoa flavour, cocoa aroma still going on. Really very drinkable. Other news this week that I'm quite pleased about. That I almost broke it as an exclusive on Twitter because I've not seen any information. But we've got some Anspach and Hop Day news going on this week.
Oh yes, go on.
So I posted it on Twitter, and I'm not sure whether I was meant to be because they hadn't posted about it, but I saw it in an email, and they posted about it because there was a job vacancy going at the Pigeon, which is their North London, their Camberwell tap room. And then I see an email this week that the guy from the Pigeon is going to open a new pop-up bar in Wembley for them. So I'm like, oh, brilliant, excellent. Anspach and Hop Day going over to Wembley, like one stop on the train or three stops on the tube for me. So if I can pop to Wembley at some point and have some Anspach and Hop Day, happy days. So I tweeted it and then I checked and realised they hadn't actually tweeted the news. I'm like, have I just kind of usurped your news machine here? But yeah, Anspach and Hop Day getting a pop-up in Wembley. I presume it's over by the box park, over by the stadium. They said Wembley Park. But I'm not sure whereabouts by the Wembley Stadium it is. But don't see too much of that over northwest London, so I'm happy with that. Supplementary to Signature Brew going into Wembley High Street, so there's a couple of good bars to go to, not too far away from me.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was one area that's seen a lot of change. It's Wembley. Wow.
Well,
Signature.
so yeah, and if you've got two craft, I would say they were kind of well known, if mid-range, kind of well known craft breweries in London anyway. Not maybe less so outside London, but there's certainly two well known breweries going into that area. Maybe others will follow. Maybe they'll expand out, and you'll have a few more in. And it's a Harrow postcode over there, so my area, Harrow, doesn't get a lot of breweries, but would be good to see.
Yeah, fair play. That's good.
Great shout from Craig. That's kind of exactly what I've been trying to say. Brewdog Impy Stouts are fantastic. The rest are, for me, average.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. I've probably said it before. I've never paid for a pint of punk. I don't like Elvis juice. all the rest of them are just sort of clones of each other. So I'm not a big Brewdog fan, but I do like their stouts, like the Layer Cake, the Roaster Coaster, even the Jet Black Art. All good, all good. And I've had some other good stouts that have gone, but those are ones on the rack at the moment. So, but three of the ones I've got two sours from Brewdog in the stash and a pale ale. I picked up that Marshmallow. Is it Marshmallow and Pineapple Pale Ale? Just to see. A lot of people slated it, but I'm like, well, I'll give it a go.
Ooh, now, Sarah, hang on. You might be usurping us. Nearest tube station to Box Park is Wembley Park. Yes. Is Anspach Hobstate moving into Box Park? Now, that is a revelation to me.
Well, they didn't say Box Park. They in the email, they didn't say specifically Box Park. They said it was something near Wembley Park. And yeah, the nearest tube for Box Park is Wembley Park.
It's on Wembley Way.
Side of the station by like Wembley Stadium station, which is only one stop on the Chiltern line for me. But it is all Wembley Stadium. I mean, Wembley Stadium is Wembley Park anyway, basically. But so it's I presume it is Box Park or whatever is next to Box Park, whether it's expanded or what, I don't know. I've never been to Box Park in Wembley.
I've been in there and had a coffee. A takeaway coffee.
How extravagant of you. Did you get a second mortgage for that?
No, I didn't need to. Yeah, no, it's a massive Box Park. It's bigger than the one in Croydon. It might even be bigger than the one in Brick Lane. So go figure. Yes.
Box it says London Designer Outlet, but that is Box Park, isn't it?
Mate, there has been so much change in Wembley, I couldn't say.
Yeah, it just says Heart of Wembley Park activation at the London Designer Outlet, which I think is Box Park. Like I say, I've never been there because obviously I don't do designer clothing. I mean, look at me, but.
Indeed. Oh, mate, I'm now struggling. This is a good, but it's just a bit.
Come back. Hopefully we'll still be here.
Yeah, maybe not, or maybe yeah, but I don't know.
Is it too sour? Is it becoming too sour? Is it too much flavour, or are too many flavours going on?
It's a lot of flavours. It's nice. It's one of the better sours I've had, and it's just I've got a bit of heartburn, so it's probably not fair on me. I did have a bit of peppermint tea, but is it setting off my heartburn because it's sour? I'd say it's one of the better sours I've had, and I'm enjoying it. The last sour I had was by Roosters, and I couldn't finish it, sadly.
Right. I often get that with sours. Like, I get some heartburn, but I think that might just be like I get a lot of heartburn anyway, but more so with sours, just with the acidity. But I just bang one of them like heartburn tablets, and it's all good.
Yeah, I've got some peppermint tea here to try and help with that, because if you have too many heartburn tablets, you have problems in the toilet. And that's it's I got mixed feelings about it, but mostly positive.
Okay.
Yes. So we still got 4 people watching. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you know. Tell us what you're feeling.
I need to know a little bit more about that espresso gin liqueur that Sarah's on. I mean, I know what she's drinking, but I haven't had it, so I want to know how good that is.
Yes.
It's
What shall I have next, people? Echo, Pressure Drop, or more Pomona Island? What do you want?
What's the Pomona Island is the pastry stout, no?
It's a Imperial Fudge Stout, salted maple and pecan.
Well, for me that sounds amazing, but it depends whether you want to go that heavy too quick, or do you want to do one of the IPAs.
Well, there's only one. There's a New England IPA which is 6.5%, and the choice of dessert by Pressure Drop is Cocoa Banana Stout, which is 10%. So it's a heavy evening.
Yeah, I missed out on that the first time round. I think that's a rebrew, and I've missed out on it the second time round as well. But it does sound interesting, the banana stout. I'm always going to go that other Pomona Island, that big pastry stout. But it's your call, my friend. I chose the first one for you, and it wasn't necessarily as good. But
I'm really wanting to try this Echo. Maybe I'll save it for another time. Because I haven't tried this one. And it's the first one I've had of in can. It might even be the one in Tesco, but I didn't buy it in Tesco.
No, it's not the one in Tesco. The one in Tesco is the Cloudwater one, isn't it?
Oh. Right, okay, fine. Isn't this not in Tesco as well? I don't know. What do I know?
No, that's the. Well, if it's got it hasn't got the Cloudwater logo on it. The one in Tesco is the Cloudwater Collab, which I think is an IPA. It's not an IPA. The one you've got there is their latest brew.
Okay.
What's the description on it? Is that the one that's the smoky one?
No, that's not the smoke porter.
Smoke's porter in it, yeah.
Yeah, no. I've had that many times, a couple of times on tap, and mostly in bottles. It doesn't really tell me much. We have brewed this New England IPA with additional of coconut palm sugar to pay homage to the ingredients used in famous African beverages. Palm wine. Oh, sounds interesting. Well, it does sound good.
Yeah, they bring a palm from there.
Wembley Park. Okay, so what have I been? Oh yes, I was meant to talk about this last week, but did not. It's probably why Wildcard, if they're still watching, have come on to the we'll see what we're up to, because I listened to 3 shows. I have 3 podcasts left of the Beer Beauty of her first series, and I went through them, all 3 of them. And usually I don't do that with podcasts because it just wears you down, and you're just like, oh, no more, I'm not getting all the information. No way, not this time. So there was Jager Wise and the Sophie from Burnt Mill. I forget her second name. Oh man, I feel like shit. Combined together, and they were all talking about beers and brewing and what's it like to be women in the brewing industry, because they're both head brewers. It was fantastic, lovely show. That was then followed by the cider company, Little Pomona, over in Herefordshire, and that was really informing and delightful. And finally, my craft pin-up girl, and that was really fun. And I really like her. I mean, I'm going through that.
Instagram, Kimberly Disco on Twitter. I've seen a lot of her videos. She does a lot of lives on Instagram.
And she is very much fun. She emphasises a lot of fun. I
think
that's
definitely.
So true.
Definitely,
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, Beer Beauty, fantastic podcast series. I'm going to go back through it when I need some information. It's an absolute delight. I hope there's a series too. And you know what? That's what I'm happy about. I was meant to mention that last week. Oh well.
No, you're right about craft beer pinup. She does a lot of like beer matching, but she matches the beer can art with her outfits. So she has a lot of like, and she's really into like retro kind of like 40s, 50s kind of So she does a lot of can art matching with outfits, which is a lot of fun. And I say her lives are really, like, say, fun and informative as well.
Mm.
She was the first person I saw interview Green Duck.
Really?
And that's how I saw Green Duck before Time for a Brew podcast, the World Cup of beers came before they came performance on there. And I've now got a couple of Green Duck beers in because I picked them up from the one where this came from, the Small Brewers Project. So I've got a couple of Green Duck ones to do now, finally.
Mm.
Which is good. That'll probably be left over till next week now. But
Yep. Okay. Fair enough. That's. I need to buy some, and get my head around that brewery and find out what's going on. Because I listened to the interview Adam Gravener did on the Time for a Brew, and it was really perhaps one of his best. And he's done some pretty damn good ones.
yeah, I think that, yeah, vintage outfits was the word I was looking for.
Comment from Sarah there, because you always have to update people on the comments, and it's contraption when you watch this back.
Yeah, she replied to my comment there about the espresso cream gin liqueur, and it comes from Spirits of Harrogate, again in Yorkshire, so a good Yorkshire drink. And had one last year, or the year before now. I keep referring to 2020 as last year, but 2019 as last year. But yeah, they do a lemon cream gin liqueur and a rhubarb cream gin liqueur.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not quite Bailey's, but it's kind of Bailey's with fruit flavours. And you can drink it on its own over ice, or you can sort of make it as a cocktail base, but I only ever made it as a cocktail base with a bit of milk, so it's like a long drink. But they're really, really nice. You buy 2 bottles of it, they're only 12 quid a bottle. Buy 2 bottles of it, get free postage with a code. Superb. I haven't quite got around to getting any review on the show, because it's a liqueur, it's not a beer, but now and again do it. What I saw yesterday, I was watching the Beer 52 do a live stream, like a cyber fest. The thing I saw yesterday, and it suddenly occurred to me, they do beer cocktails, where certain beers kind of lend themselves to mixing with spirits and other stuff to make beer cocktails. And it suddenly occurred to me that all the sours I want to use up, I can just use them in beer cocktails. So I think I'm going to try and work out a time where I can do that as a feature. I think some of the fruit sours, especially, I've got a couple that are kind of going best before end. I think mixing them with a bit of amaretto or brandy or rum or something and some lemonade, I think would make an interesting beer cocktail. So that's something I've got thinking about coming up.
Okay, great. So, you tried the American Brown from whatchamacallit, Sebastian Hob Day. See, I can't even remember that. One of my favourite breweries. I can't even remember that, let alone names. Oh.
Yeah, so I've actually, because of that announcement, obviously I wanted to do a tweet about it, so I did the American Brown, because it was late afternoon, and of the 3 Sebastian Hob Days, that was the best one to drink late afternoon. Because the other one was the Baltic Porter and the other one was the Chilean sea salt stout.
Oh, yes.
So I went with the American Brown as probably the easiest drinking of the 3. And it was very easy drinking, but it was almost a porter rather than a brown ale. It was very, very heavy, but smooth and very easy drinking and proper tasty. It was a really nice brown ale. Slightly hoppy, but it went almost as though it was going to be too hoppy. And it just kind of pulled itself back in.
Interesting. Interesting. It's nominated as one of my beers of the years. So is the Baltic Porter.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that chili stout, it's one of the best chili stouts I've ever had. It is the best chili stout I've ever had.
Oh, you've tried it, have you? Oh, okay.
Yep.
I didn't realise you tried it. I must have missed that. Okay, my bad. All right.
That's right. No, yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed them as much as I do. In all honesty,
I've also still got a rack beer in the fridge. I should have drunk that before now, but it will hold up. But like, I don't know why I'm saving it. Really, I should just drink it, but I just got to have it at the right time, you know.
What's the right time? The right time is now.
Well, we drank it live on a show, didn't we? So, and I had another one, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to do an Instagram post about it, and I've never got around to it.
I've got my last can of smoked brown from Man's Batch and Hop Day.
Yeah, see, I've never tried that. Never got around to that.
And I quite enjoyed that. It's one of my favourites. It got me into them. And you know what? The porter, they're doing a light session porter now, because it is quite strong. So they've made two different types deliberately, because you can have the session porter and then just the porter.
Yeah.
And it tastes quite nice. So look forward to having more. But I really want some cask from them. Oh.
Well, you can't you just get down there, can you?
No, if you go to the bar in Croydon, it's all keg. It's all keg.
You need to get up to either the Sutton Arms, or you need to get to the old fountain in Old Street.
Yeah.
I think it's Man's Batch. Yeah. They're quite a good presence on Twitter as well. The Old Fountain is a lovely pub.
Yeah. I'm just watching my cat to make sure he doesn't try and push over the TV. He's looking for somewhere to balance. I'm just going to grab him.
Good plan. I've got my cat's not too much problem. She's sitting on my lap quite happily snoozing. So.
Yeah, no, mine's on the wander because he's like, because he is. You know, he's looking for something to do, and he's got no one to play with at the moment. Well, he is. He is proper ninja skills, honestly. He was hanging off the curtain with one paw and swung himself off. That is just unreal.
Ninja skills cat. Brilliant.
Yeah, ninja skills cat. There you go. Come say hello, Jojo. Hey, hello.
Hello. Bless.
Say hello, Jojo. Look at the TV.
No, they don't pose. He won't pose. He won't pose.
That's why he's such a ninja.
Yeah.
That's why.
I want to be a superstar on the internet, Jojo. Come on. Jojo.
Come on.
He won't do it. He won't do it.
Oh, he's making purring sounds. Oh, hello. Yes. Look. Jojo. Look.
Jojo.
He can't hear you because I've got my headphones on. Yeah. Hey, Jojo.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, good lads. Good fella. Well done.
There you go. There, nice appearance from Jojo. And his tail can sometimes be seen. There you go. There's a bit more tail. He's just looking for something to do.
That's another feature. That's another feature. Like, get him in a photograph, bang that up. He's got very similar markings to my cat. He's very like a tuxedo cat. They call him. He's the white and the black.
Yeah, he just tried to bite my toe.
Good on ya. Get in, Jojo. Savage. Kill.
Do not kill the master's toe. I need my toe.
You can get away without the odd toe here and there, surely.
No. So, Lucy, you joined us some time ago. What are you drinking? Wine again? Is it wine? Are you on wine? Right, thank God that's gone. That was getting very hard to drink.
Well, it has to be tried. It's a good shout. It looked really good.
Yeah.
Great bunch of flavours in it.
Yep. Great experiment. Don't regret it, but oof.
Likewise, this was really good. This got stronger as it went down. It was kind of It's got that kind of chocolate stout kind of alcohol edge to it, that kind of booziness to it. Looks good in the glass. Well happy with that. Luckily, I've got a second one as well.
Yep. Right. For those of you who didn't join the show when I was introducing it, we are going to follow democracy. We will go to YouTube, but we're trying to work out a way to do both at the same time. And this isn't one of those occasions when we just turn up and do it. We're actually trying to plan. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we will follow democracy. It's like, dare I say, Brexit. It's going to take a little bit of time, just a little bit. Not as much time as Brexit, but it will take time. All right. I'm going to go with. I'm going to keep it from our island. I'm going to go with this.
Fair play. No, yeah, that's good. What's the percentage on that?
11%.
Well, okay. Well, fair play. I plan to do a big one tonight, so I've got a 10% on. So I got Gypsy Hill Waffler Pastry Stout.
Okay. Hello, beer socks. Hello. Beery socks. Sorry.
Beery socks. Greetings, so it's property. Good to see you. What are you drinking, by the way?
Yeah, let's know. Right, here we go. Here we go. Go, go, go.
This has got pancakes on the label, so I'm guessing it's some kind of maple pancake, sweet as you like kind of thing. See, now the difference in this one, look, that pore's proper thick and luscious and still a bit bubbly, mine, but there's a little bit of thinness there. It's all right.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty much a similar kind of colour, both of them.
Very rusty head. Very rusty. And JoJo's. It's even got JoJo's interest. Oh my God. Oh, Lucy's had far too much today. I'll be listening in as I pretty much can't even see what I'm typing. Ha ha ha. Well, good luck for that.
Well, you know, it is a Saturday. Well, what can it is Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Saturday, yeah.
It is Saturday, yes.
I haven't had quite enough, so smashing 10%. Let's go.
What do you got in aroma? Aroma, come on.
I've got a blocked up nose again because for some reason about 10 o'clock on Saturday, I always get a blocked up nose. Can't smell anything. Little bit of cocoa there, maybe. What you got?
Well, what haven't I got in aroma? I mean, you get sweetness just from smelling it. You got the pecan. There's definitely some chocolate and cocoa going on, or some fudginess. The malts.
Yeah.
Oh my God, mate! I could spend some time just smelling this. You know, there you go. This morning I watched one of the Simon's reviews on Real Ale Craft Beer. He was doing an Omnipollo beer.
Wow.
And he spent a lot of the time just smelling it, saying how lovely it smelled. Got down to drinking it, and he almost spat it out. He was like, it was the worst. He's called it the worst Omnipollo beer ever.
I didn't watch it, but I saw the headline. Yeah, worst beer ever. Which is cool, especially from an Omnipollo.
Well, you know what? I was in the Art and Craft today, and I had a mango milkshake IPA from Omnipollo.
Oh, right.
And they would only serve it in thirds. It was 8.5%.
Yeah.
And if I'm honest, they said, look, we really want to know what you think of this. And I went, okay. And I went, it was all right. It was an IPA, had no smoothness, it had no mango. And and something came up, and I mentioned the review with Simon, and I said, look, well, it's just Omnipollo are very hit and miss. Sometimes they hit it and it just goes out of the stadium,
Yeah.
and beyond. I mean, sometimes I just hit it.
Yeah, well, you've had more Omnipolos than I have. You've had that opportunity. I'd love to do some more. Some amazing kind of stuff. And you had some beer of the year nominations for Omnipolo last year, didn't you?
Very much so. Very much so. Very
Good
intriguing.
evening. Thanks for popping in, Steve. Good to see you. We're doing okay. We're on the big stouts. What are you drinking, sir?
Kent Beers just reviewed a pastry lime sour. Oh, interesting.
Pastor lemon sour. Not one.
Pastor.
Put my hands up. I don't know that one, but so a bit of lemon sour.
Very nice.
Guess. What you getting?
This is fucking amazing.
So the fuck is this, by the way?
Really?
Yeah. Go on, you go first. I'll tell you why this is so good.
It's very sweet. It's got a bit of a bite to it, actually. A bit of a sting in the back end of your throat, your mouth. Sorry. But it's almost contradicting how sweet and bitter at the same time. You're getting a lot of flavors of maple and pecan. And fudge. Really enjoying it. I might be nominating it. I'm not going to kid around. And that would be the third nomination from Pomona Island this year.
Whoa, there's a lot to put in. Steve, fair play. Is that the Wilco's Lager? He does a lot of home brewing, Steve. So is that the Wilco's Lager? I think I seem to remember seeing on your stream there.
This is
okay.
Very nice.
I think I want to try that one now. From what you're saying, it sounds really good. This one's proper smooth, but it's also got a kind of a very pleasant rough edge to it. I don't mind a little bit of roughness. It's not really a nutty like that one. The Turning Point has a kind of nuttiness because it is, pecan. So it was kind of a nutty rough edge to it. This rough edge is kind of, I don't know what it is, but it's amazing. It's the first thing you get is smooth, and like what they put on the can art is pancakes. So they're basically talking about pancake, probably maple syrup kind of pastry stout, and that really comes through on the first sip. I think it's proper smoothest. A lot of chocolate, but both balanced against each other. Some pastry, some great sweetness, but it's not a chocolate sweetness. It's definitely more of a maple kind of honey sweetness.
Comments from Craig. What are you getting out now, Disco? I don't mind a bit of rough. Okay. Well.
Don't mind a bit of rough. Bless you, sir. In your beer, a bit of roughness. Waffler from Gypsy Hill. 10% pastry stout. It's really good. It really doesn't quite taste its 10%, but it's got that kind of that pastry stout, thick gooiness going on, that sweetness. So Steve's Lager is 3.9%. Very nice beer.
Very good.
Much love to you, Steve. Thanks very much. Good to see you. I haven't caught up with Steve's lives so much in the last week or so. I've sort of been a bit busy elsewhere, but I will get back to checking out Steve's brewing channel over on YouTube. We'll have a look at that again, and I'll be giving you a Sunday session.
Steve, did you do a review on the Pinter recently? Because that's all over the place. I mean, Brad Evans did a video on it, and now everyone's got it, apart from me. Did you do a review on that? You're not. Why are you not getting it? I want one.
From some of the reviews I've seen, it seems to be a sort of it seems to be a stage between the sort of brewing that we did in your flat in Shepherd's Bush originally, where you just tip it in to some water,
yeah,
and the sort of brewing that we did with the homebrew teak kit here, the American pale ale. It's sort of it's not quite just tip it in and let it get on with it, but it is, and that kind of brewing really suits me. Where it's a kit, you chuck it in with some water and let it get on with it, because I'm a bit lazy. But the full brewing kit that we did on the homebrew teak kit takes all fucking day, and you have to read all of the, you have to follow the instructions to the eye.
Take all day.
So I prefer that because I think what we produced there was really fucking good for an American pale ale that I probably wouldn't have been so keen on, but I thought we brewed a good beer.
We'll be getting one. It's a simple thing. The comment from Steve, simple thing, but I like having a pint and pub nightly and night and watch. You know what? I agree with you, Steve. I mean, those beers I produced and brewed were great. All right, it was a bit cut down, and the pint is very cut down. But some of the reviews I get, it's good beer. It's not amazing beer, but it's good beer. I'm probably not going to get one soon until I sort out my space issue. And if I do sort out my space issue, I'm going to probably use my old brewing stuff to actually maybe do proper brewing if I ever have some time. I mean, proper brewing does take up to 6 to 8 hours in prep of boiling and getting things right and whatnot, but it's worth it. I mean, I spent a couple of hours cooking a Christmas dinner once, and my God, I was a food god. And then I used what I had left to make a brilliant Sri Lankan curry a day later, and I've
still got the stuff because Home Boutique shut down, so that you can't get the recipes and stuff anymore. So I've still got all the stuff, but I'm assuming it's out of date now. But obviously I've still got the vessel and stuff like that. So if I can get like something from, I don't know, maybe Grainfather at some point, I need to do a full brew day, because I've still got the beer labels that say Rasco and Disco's. I think it's a chocolate orange stout. So if I can get some other ingredients, maybe the malt is still good. I don't know, but if I can get something, I've still got the bottle, so we can put the Rasco and Disco's chocolate orange stout. So if I can get another recipe, we could still do it at some point. But the one we did take a whole day of concentrating and reading, and we did get a lot of help as well.
It was a bit 6 to 8 hours or something like that, and it was fine. It was fine.
All the sterilization and making sure everything's like spot on.
But the point I'm trying to raise about my Sri Lankan beef curry, it may take time, but perfection knows no bounds. I mean, if it takes time, it's a good thing. The pinter, you know what, you're going to get a nice, cheap, average product, and sometimes you just want that. Now, I'd rather have that than have a fucking Carling or Foster's, and that is my rant.
Hey, let's go, man. I don't know how much beer you get out of a pinter. It'd be odd if you just brew a pint. I can't believe that's what it is. Surely you get more than that, but it's a litre. That I saw Travel and Brews put it in, and he said it was I'm sure he said it was a litre in, but surely for that you still must get the 8 pints. I don't know how much it is, but again, that's why I don't get any of the beer machines, is because I don't want that much of the same beer at any stage. So I probably won't get the pinter, because I don't. If you get 8 pints out of it, if I don't like it, I don't want to waste 7 pints.
Yes, well, you never know. It is coming from Steve. It's a shorter fermentation time using a pinter, and you get a draft pint that you made. It's rough 10 pints you get. Fair enough. I'm going to pop off. You keep talking and rambling. Maybe talk about Plymouth Argyle, what you've not done this season.
No, not yet. So that's why I get things like that, is because with all the drinking at home, and doing the beer reviews, I don't I don't want to drink 10 pints. Well, I do want to drink 10 pints of something, but I wouldn't, because I've got a load of beers to review, I haven't got time almost to drink the 10 pints that I'd come out of either a pinter or like any of the other beer machines available when you get a mini keg. Like at the start of lockdown, I had a mini keg out of Brass Castle, which was 8 pints. And so that was all I drank for one weekend, because as much as I love a drink, sitting here on my own drinking 8 pints, that's going to take me a whole weekend. But I've got lots of other beers to drink and review. So I don't get things like pinters or any of the beer machines, because I am going to drink it, but I want to drink other stuff. So I'm happy with just a can or a couple of cans of stuff. That I would get 2 cans of stuff usually for beers I'm going to review. I have got a few different beers where I've just got them just to drink and not review. But that's cans I can keep for weeks or months or whatever. So I like watching everybody else talking about the pinters and all the other beer machines and stuff. It's just, it doesn't fit for my drinking, my style of drinking, so I don't do it. But it would be interesting, Rasko, if you do get a pinter. That'd be interesting to see, Yeah.
Well, I'll see. Who knows what might happen this year? I just realised I've got that little button I can press now, which kind of pauses my screen, and you don't have to look at that screen. But I didn't press it. Oh well. We've done over an hour. That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. And for an unplanned show, I did something different with the promotion this week. I put it up late. I want to see what the results are. Who knows? Does it work? Does promotion ever work? Does talking to yourself really make you crazy? I don't know. Does it? I don't know.
You know what? We've done it now. I even had a backup plan of some pub quiz questions for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Go for it then.
I don't know. Are you into pub quizzes? Do you like pub quiz questions?
Not really. Go for it.
Basically, what happened was, obviously, I had a Zoom chat to Dominic in Bangkok this afternoon. I haven't spoken to Dom for ages, so we just did a quick Zoom. And he loves pub quizzes over there in Bangkok, English speaking community. So I've been doing pub quizzes for the last year on a Monday and Tuesday night. So I just ran by some of his, and one of them was like a multiple choice. So I thought, well, maybe if I run some multiple choice questions, you've got the answers in front of you. You can guess them. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I've got to stop Jojo from destroying my sofa. Hang on. He's actually underneath the throne. We've got to protect the sofa from him, and I've got him out. There you go. Don't do that again, Jojo. I like my sofa. It costs more money than you. But I didn't spend any money.
Steve says he's doing a live on Monday night. I can't do lives on Monday nights because I'm actually doing a pub quiz live on Zoom with me pub quiz mates. So I might check in though, and if you're still going afterwards, obviously I'll always say hello. If I'm on YouTube and I see you live, I'll pop in and say hello, of course. No, much love to you, Steve. Good stuff, sir.
What time's it on, by the way? Oh, Jojo. Yeah, let us know what time's on, Steve. Yeah, wait. Stop attacking my sofa. There you go.
You've got cat trouble.
Yes. Anyway, where was I? This beer is going down very well. The colour of it is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Dark, slight tint of ruby, slight tint. Pleasure, total pleasure. Pomona Island, doing it again. I mean, to get me to like sours and say something positive about sours, you're really something special. I'm going to do a day trip up to Manchester, and I've got a tough choice because I don't want to just do a whole circuit of breweries. I want to spend a bit of time in Marble, in the Cloudwater, and then Pomona Island. I don't know where they are in relation to each other. I would
Okay.
like this. Yeah.
Marble's another one gone on the list this week.
You're fucking kidding me.
I fucking
Really?
tell me about it, yeah. I was shocked. I was shocked at Marble, to be fair. I've been tracking Marble for a long time. And we've had a couple of Marble beers. And yeah, they were one on the list. Again, I'll send you the links so that you can check it out yourself. But it's an oddly reoccurring theme. And I'm quite shocked that they're on there, to be fair.
Me too. Aren't they run by a lady?
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh.
I know, it's a fucking minefield, isn't it? You know?
Look. No. Like I said before, look, their organisation, right, they've got to clean up their act. And if they take an appropriate action, that's fine. Like this NASA t-shirt, right? NASA is exploring space. You're going blurry. Aha! You're going blurry.
I'm blurry here. No, neither of us are blurry. You haven't been that blurry tonight, to be fair.
You're going blurry. Right, NASA. Right. NASA. If there's some scandals happen within NASA, am I going to stop looking at seeing what NASA's doing? No. I'm going to expect the organisation to clean up its own house. If it doesn't, then I'm going to send them letters saying clean up your shit. Same with these breweries. If there's something wrong with you, clean up your house. We want you to succeed. We are fans of yours. So clean up your shit so I can drink this beer.
Well, there we go. Craig Kedberry says he's going to Manchester in July, so...
Oh, right. Can I come?
Well, you just have to get on the train.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can I come with you, Craig?
I'd love to go beers in Manchester. I'm not booking anything yet, but we'll see.
Yeah. No, where are you going, Craig? Anywhere particular? Anyway, Marble, clean up your shit so I can go visit you. Anyone else, clean up your shit. Just clean up your shit. You're giving me a second Rasco rant. You're giving me 2 rants in one evening, and that's all I'm going to say. Clean up your shit. I'm fine. But if you don't clean up your shit, onto the Weatherspoons list. You don't want to be on that list.
Nah. I think I've done most of the Weatherspoons in Manchester, so I'm all right. This is nice. This is nice. It's still there.
Yeah.
Retention there, still going on. It goes through coffee, a little bit of chocolate, maple syrup, pancake, and a massive boozy hit.
Yeah. Kent Beer Reviews
Festival. So that's the same as like the London Craft Beer Festival school of beer festivals, isn't it? I think.
Is it? Did I have one? I don't
think
they do have one.
I think it's like London, Manchester, Bristol, and somewhere else. It's all the same organisation.
No, they're London, Birmingham, Edinburgh, and Bristol. They might be in Manchester. They might be in Manchester. I will reserve the right to be wrong on this. But you know, Craig, let us know.
Superb. Basically, I'm just going to say I'm going to wait till next year before I say I'm going to any of these places.
That's what you said last year.
Yeah, I know. Well, obviously, I didn't have a fucking choice last year.
I'm going. Fuck it. You've got vaccinated, for fuck's sake. You're fully vaccinated.
No, I'm not. No, I haven't got my second one yet.
Oh, there you go. You got no excuses then. Get out there. Whip it. Whip it. Anyway, what was it? I don't know. Craig, what are you doing? What are you drinking? I'm getting bored now of disco. Talk to me. Someone talk to me. Lot of good guests lined up. I mean, I've been doing a bit of work.
Yeah.
I got good guests lined up for this show.
Hopefully so, yeah. Must be next month.
Hopefully next month. Fuck it. Maybe next week.
The next week is next month. We're on the 29th, dude. That is literally next week is next month.
Fine. There you go. Same festival. Oh, Craig says same festival, but the first time in Manchester. Oh, there you go.
Okay. All right, good.
Mm. Going down very well. Look forward to it. You're staying the night or you're travelling back, Craig?
Can't get back from Manchester after a beer festival. There's no way.
I heard a very funny story about Jacob Beer trying to get back from a beer festival in Manchester.
Yeah, that cost him a lot of fucking money, though, didn't it? You can't get back from Manchester to Kent.
Yeah.
Well, you can if you leave probably about 7 o'clock if you've been there since midday, but it's still a bit of a mission. Now you got to stay. You got to stay these places, Rasco. Do you know what I mean? Have a nice breakfast in the morning, couple of like area dogs, and get back on the train. Huh?
Maybe. I heard Roger Proltz do a beer festival in Manchester and travel back during night and got up for an interview with Camera Podcast, one of my favourite podcasts. Roger, a lot of beer experience there, Roger.
Yeah, but he didn't stay till the end, so you can't stay to the end of a beer festival. You can't stay till 11 o'clock. Is what I'm saying.
Well, as an argument, if you get there during the day, you get the better beers. And
dude, we struggled to get home from St Albans Beer Festival, and it's like, we had to make the last train, but.
I did not. It was a very comfortable 40-mile trip back home.
Yeah, only because of like night buses.
No, not at all. No night bus, not one night bus. You got buses. I didn't.
Yeah, I got bus, yeah, you didn't because you were on that line, but yeah.
There you go. And I lived further away than you. And there you go. Craig is going there for Friday till Monday. Ooh. Enjoy. Enjoy, my friend. Let us know, live streamers, from the event. And that is all I've got to say. I think I was going to apologise and say what I haven't done this year in regards to Rasco and Disco, but I'm not. I'm not going to do that self-pity act. It was a nice little act I had timed out. Oh, yeah, by the way, Plymouth Girl, what have you done this year?
We've hit our objectives and targets and stayed in the league. That was our main aim, to stay in the league.
Oh, well done. Well done. Yeah. Meanwhile, Blackpool play Lincoln tomorrow, and they're going to probably go up.
Lincoln have got the best goalkeeper in the league. He was with us last season, so I think Lincoln. Brentford went up today. Brentford got promoted. They won today.
Yeah, good. Good. I don't want to see Brentford next year, but Fulham, the old MME, is back.
Exactly, and the Blues won in Portugal today as well. So
yeah, great day for QPR supporters everywhere.
Looking forward to another bang average season next year.
No, not at all. I think we're going to do great. I think we're going up next year. I'm going to declare it now. We're going up next year because in January we were 19th in the league. We're now finishing 9th, and we're only a few points off. Well, we're only 3 wins off from going up promoted. Well, into the playoffs. I mean, there was that much high scoring up in the top end this league this year. It was very hard. And the mountain that we climbed and bounced back, I'm going to say it's one man, Charlie Austin.
Oh yeah, is he not retired yet? Is he still there?
He's back, and he's staying with us.
Since when do we talk about football in this stream? Because not everybody likes football.
Solid. Not everyone likes Brewdog, but we talk about them.
Yeah. Just see what happens. Craig says, see what happens. We had to at least try and make some plans this year. Yeah, I agree with you. I just haven't felt able to myself. So, hello, Kitty. Hello. You're falling down the gap in the middle, darling. That's not gonna work. There you go. I gotcha. Well done. Sorry, my cat nearly fell off my lap. Daft Moggy.
But yeah. Well,
Anyway,
sorry.
we had some quiz questions, but we'll save the pub quiz till next week, or unless we have a guest on.
I'm going to ask the guests if they want to come on. But yeah. No, we'll talk about football. If you don't like football on the show, well, don't watch the show. See ya. Bye-bye. We talk.
I don't even like football.
I know you don't. You're a Plymouth supporter.
I know you know nothing about football because you're a QPR fan.
No, I clearly know lots, man. It was emotional.
You have football at QPR for fucking seasons, mate.
Well, no, I've been a bit distracted. Sorry. And to be fair, QPR have been shit for a few years, so...
Exactly, there hasn't been football there.
No, it's been shit football. Yes. So, Craig, what are your plans for next year? Or this year? Or any year? Last year?
He's already told us he's going to Manchester.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jojo's looking like, what's going on? Who's he talking to? Oh, just tried to bite my hand there. Yeah. Oh, you're a good mouse catcher, Jojo. This is the best cat ever. I'm gonna rent him.
Really nice. And have you noticed the name Waffler? Because we always talk about beer waffling on this show, so I thought it was very appropriate, a can of Waffler.
Yes, mate. You better get your the years in order, by the way, because we're going to do a halfway to somewhere show.
Yeah, so next month, so middle of next month maybe, I've got a list. Some of them are on show, I think. It's becoming... There were some definite standouts. And I don't know, that's pushing it. That's if I have some more of them. But yeah, I've got 3 or 4 in mind. I've got 3 or 4 in mind already, so I can do a show where I can get the nominations in.
Okay, good. I'm going to compose a list.
It won't be like your mental list of like 24 options you had last year or whatever it was.
That was fantastic. What a good year.
That was a long fucking list.
Yeah, well, it made 2 shows, let's face it. And, I had to cut the list down, and then I had to revise the list, and then it just kept on growing. It was lovely. It was fantastic. I loved it. It's just not the same.
It was.
This year is not working out the same as that, though. I'm having some great beers, but it's just not working out the same. Now, do I have another beer? Because no, I'm not. I'm going to go to sleep. I'll go be up early tomorrow again. Ugh.
Yes.
Thus is the life.
I've not got to be up early tomorrow,
You never have to be up early.
Anyway, I think, again, some good beer chats, although unplanned, unannounced. We've just waffled on for an hour and a half. Some great input from the people watching. Craig, Lucy, Steve, everybody else, Sarah, everybody else.
Wildcard.
Thanks for Wildcard for coming and saying hello. Yeah, I want to check out Wildcard.
Monochrome Craft, hello.
Hello to everybody who's watching this afterwards. We'll put this up on YouTube now. I've worked out how to do it. I've got to put last week's up on YouTube yet. I'll do that. Rasco, if I do that tomorrow, put last week's up, and then maybe early during the week put this one up.
No.
Why?
No. I only do 1 a week. Or maybe 2 a week. Don't do it. Put last week's up tomorrow, and then put this one up towards the end of the week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like Thursday or something.
Friday.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, Thursday, because there's less going on Thursday. People might actually watch it. But if you are watching this anytime next week, thank you very much. Leave some comments below on YouTube. Thank you to all the YouTube viewers.
We will be joining you soon on the tube. I swear it.
We'll work out. I mean, I've already done a couple of YouTube lives, and I'm thinking of maybe just doing some more like random during the week lives, because I've got a lot of beers to review. I've got them in the beer stash, and I need to get them I don't want to just drink them. I want to actually kind of review them and talk about them. But
oh man, I did something horrible on my TV screen. Absolutely, this is absolutely horrible, man. I can't believe how disgusting it is.
We've gone all pixelated for this late stage of the evening. That's why we don't understand how this got all pixelated now.
Mate, I know why it's gone all pixelated. I know why. You know
why?
Coldplay are on my TV.
Oh yeah, definitely Coldplay's fault. Well, that's your TV's fault. Fuck off the TV. Throw your TV out the window. Jojo, kill the TV.
No, Joe, don't you dare, Jojo. You're out the door.
You don't even need a TV. There's fuck all on it.
No. Well, sadly, there is something on it. It's Coldplay, sadly. Fuck me. Here, I'm gonna put a poll out there, right? Do Coldplay fans actually exist? I don't think they do. I don't.
They're all in the pubs drinking Strongbow dark fruits and fucking Carling.
Right. Okay, mate. I've never met someone who says yes, I'm a Coldplay fan. I've never seen someone wearing a Coldplay T-shirt or hoodie. I don't think Coldplay fans exist.
I wouldn't say I was a fan, but some of the songs are okay. I own a Coldplay album.
Wow.
It cost me 50p at St Luke's Hospice charity shop. But I do own X and Y just because I saw it. I thought it's iconic. I have to buy it, but 50p.
I'd just like to point this out. You know, I mentioned Coldplay and the ratings went down, but now not mentioning.
Disappeared.
Yeah, there you go.
Before it gets any worse, let's sew this up. Let's sew a button on this. And thanks for ending us on Coldplay there, Rasco.
No problem. I'm pretty sure Coldplay fans don't exist.
Listen, Coldplay, better than Radiohead, better than Travis.
No fucking way, Radiohead. Get out of here.
All right, less depressing than Travis and Radiohead combined.
Travis are dull as fuck, and I saw them live many years ago, and I can confirm they are dull as fuck. Radiohead are very creative people, very creative.
Also fucking depressing.
No.
Actually, right, we've mentioned Radiohead, Travis, and Coldplay in the same sentence, and we've gone down to one. Thanks everybody for voting with your feet. Or maybe that was just a wobble on the internet. I don't know. We're back up to 3 now on my screen, but I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole different show talking about like popular music, I think. But anyway, I think that's a good time to take a sabbatical on the content wise. We've had a good hour and a half. Thanks to everybody for popping in and sharing your beer stories. And if you're watching this again on YouTube during the week, thanks for watching. Don't be afraid to like and share and give us some comments. We can take it.
Okay, well, I can take it. I don't know Disco. He gets scared.
No, I mean, even if you want to comment that Rasco is full of shit and doesn't know what he's talking about, we can take it.
But you can take that comment very well, actually.
That's basically a tester comment for if anybody's watching and wants to just type Rasco's full of shit. It's all content, Rasco. It's all engagement. You'll be fine.
If anyone wants to just ask Disco anything and expect a vague answer which leads to nowhere and nothing, go right ahead. Go ahead.
We both have 10% start. Craig Kemberry, thanks very much for popping in. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry to take you away from your beer reviews, but thanks for coming in and popping in. Good to see you, sir. And we'll catch you about the internet during the week. And everybody else, thank you very much indeed. Yeah. Rasco, you ready to say on Instagram?
Yeah, ready. You know what, we're going to do a football show. The Euros are coming on soon. We're going to do a Euro show.
You can manage that. Yeah, indeed.
All right, bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Rasco. Believe enough to lose control.
Yeah, what you said.